In this corner, with an extreme kickflip ollie combo, it's a snack cracker combined with cheese. It's cheddar cheese cracker combos.
Oh, extreme. Oh.
Neckbeard.
And in this corner, with the front side heel flip slide, it's the snack pretzel combined with cheese. It's cheddar cheese pretzel combos.
Oh.
Extreme.
Skateboarding.
Call of
BMX.
Duty.
Pretzel versus cracker. Cheese versus cheese. Battle of the combos. X Games edition. You tried it. You tried that. It's that time of year. X Games. I'm Nick Novak with my pals Chad Hancock,
Woo! Extreme.
Nick Geiger.
Tubular, bruh.
You got
Oh, I love me some X Games.
Yeah.
Woo!
X Games.
X
Who you guys
Games.
got in the X Games this year?
oh, which event?
Paul.
Some shaggy-haired teenager named Cody.
Yeah, there's nobody in the X Games named Paul.
Paul.
Definitely there. People
Franklin.
named Cody. I have hipster X Games combatant Julius Pringle.
We are a proud X Games sponsor. Every year we make sure
Yep.
to touch on everything that's going on in the X Games. And X Games are known for combinations, right? There's various combinations of moves that
Right.
happen.
Everyone knows that.
When you think X Games, that's
when
what
you think
of.
X Games, you think horse and half pipe. You think you think neckbeard and Call of Duty. All the famous combinations.
The combo's like up, up, down, down, left, right for Infinity Lives and Call of Duty.
Yes, the Konami combination.
Is there any other video game codes or anything that you remember besides everyone knows Contra? There's like t-shirts made of it.
Right.
Is there any other codes you guys
Right.
remember?
You mean like
No.
cheat style codes?
Like I remember the Mike Tyson code, like that you enter in to get to Mike Tyson's, like another popular one like that. But I'm sure you at least remember, if not codes, then cheats, like the.
There was a code in Metroid, the original Metroid, where you put in a password that was it was like Justin something. Like I wasn't Justin Bieber, but it was something like that. and then you would get to.
Are you sure it wasn't Justin Bieber who
Yeah.
wouldn't be born for another
Might have been
25
Justin
years?
Bieber, and you put that code in, and then you would get to play as Samus, like without her suit or whatever. Like she just run her like not naked, but she just run around in like a skin suit or something.
And a K Billy's gonna.
K. Billy Skinsuit.
Yeah, it was definitely the code was definitely Justin Bieber, and then halfway through the game, you would like take a piss in a plant at the Anne Frank house or whatever the hell he did. I don't remember.
What are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
I think I'm confused. So he definitely pissed in a plant, and then
Yeah.
he did some. He said that Anne Frank would be a fan of his music. I think is what he did. I
Okay.
think he did those two things.
That's an extreme move.
Yeah, that's quite the combo we pull off there.
Yeah.
All right, so let's say you had to participate in either summer or winter X Games naked. So you're participating Samus style with code. Which would it rather be? Like at first you'd think that not
Justin
winter.
Bieber style.
Not winter because it's freezing cold, but I think there's
Yes.
also maybe
Yeah.
a little more give. Like we're gonna fall going off a half pipe, right? If you're gonna skateboard, you're gonna completely tear your body up
Yeah.
in the summer games. That's the other problem. So which would it be?
So we're not going to tear our bodies up going off a half pipe on a snowboard and crashing into the snow naked.
You're gonna land in the nice fluffy pile of snow.
Also, Novak, just to be clear, when you get naked, like when you're going to have relations with your wife, do you call it going Samus style? Is that what you're...
Samus with code, I call it.
Hey, baby, let's do it Samus
I'm
style.
Samus with code right now.
I'm going to get Samus style, and then we're going to do it missionary style.
Diggum Frog is back. I think Diggum Frog is a skateboarder too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He fits perfect with this themed episode.
We're going to do a different style, and then we're going to do a Samus style.
Couldn't I just do like one of the like super easy bicycle races where you don't actually have to really do any jumps? Like I could just slowly go over those hills and just bicycle naked. Like maybe that would be the one
worst
I wanna
X
go.
Games competitor of all time, just like slowly trolling your way through this race. I guess, yeah, you could. I mean, yeah, we're not worried about winning, right? We're just worried about completing the course.
What X game is called Super Easy Bicycle Race? What event is that?
Well, there's the BMX track racing, right? You go run a
okay.
track, and normally there's a bunch of moguls, and they'll go flying off of them, right, to like gain height. But you could theoretically just slowly bike up and down, like walk your bike over the hills or whatever.
Someone just slowly walking their bike over a bunch of hills, just dick flopping to and fro.
So many of the X Games competitors end up in the hospital, and Gagger, you recently were in a hospital.
Yeah.
So what happened?
I tripped over my dick trying to get over a mogul, and I mangled it horribly. I had to have a dickendectomy.
The Super Easy Bike Race.
Yeah.
Get caught in the spokes
Right
of your
over the
bike
top.
while you're walking it up a hill.
That's why you always wear bike shorts. That was why those were invented, to keep your dick from getting into the spokes of your bicycle. No,
So.
my wife actually, ironically, broke her ankle riding her bike. So it is kind of
Was she
thematic.
training for X Games?
Was she Samus style in the X Games?
She was Samus style. She was riding home naked on her bike, and her tit got stuck in the spokes, and she flipped over. She doesn't listen to this fucking thing. I'm not worried about it. So
She should have never entered that Justin Bieber code.
I am so confused what we're talking about now.
I think the code is Justin Bailey. I think it's Justin Bailey. That's what.
Who's
it was.
that?
But we're just gonna keep going with Justin Bieber.
Okay. No, so she had to have, she broke her ankle and it was displaced. So she needed to have surgery this weekend. So I took her in, and it was an early morning Saturday surgery. So it was like, we got there at like 8 and she went in at like 9. And so then I had like a bunch of time to kill, and I hadn't eaten breakfast yet. So I went down to the cafeteria, and there was really nothing open except breakfast. And there's like this little area just for breakfast, and it's scrambled eggs, hash browns, and bacon. What was available, which that's fine for me. That's a standard breakfast. So like there's no one there, and I'm just kind of waiting. And finally this old, like kind of grizzly looking dude just kind of like shows up. He's like, "Hey, you want breakfast?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, what do you want?" And I'm like, "I'll take, everything." He's like, "Okay."
Everything?
So he takes this spatula.
Your answer was everything?
Well, I mean, there's only 3 options. I'll take a helping of each one of these things. So he takes the spatula and just starts mashing the eggs violently, like bam, 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 like, and I'm just kind of standing there like, He goes, "They get kind of hard." He just like looks at me and stares at me like, "They get kind of hard." And I'm like, "Okay." And so he like,
Wait, these eggs were already cooked?
yeah, they were cooked. I think they had just like coagulated in the pan, but it was only 9 a.m. So I don't know when how long they had been out there.
I was picturing he heats up the grill and he just sets like 3 eggs still in their shell on the grill and just stands there for a couple seconds and then just starts smashing with the spatula.
Let me be clear.
This is scrambled eggs!
My wife didn't get her ankle fixed at Benihana. This was a fucking hospital cafeteria. But so then he like kind of does the same thing
He's
with the hash
flicking the
browns. He's
shells
just like
into your
smashing them up, and I'm like, And then he goes to pick up the bacon, and he grabs the tongs, and he picks up this one piece, and he looks at it, and he puts it down. Then he picks up another piece, and he puts it down. Then he grabs 2 pieces that are stuck together, and he's just like shaking it. And he's just shaking it, and I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "Oh, these are stuck together." I'm like, "How many pieces am I supposed to get?" He's like, 2. I'm like, they can be stuck together then. Okay. Nah. And he just keeps shaking it, hoping they fall apart. And I go, "Seriously, man, I'm not picky." He goes, "Just be glad it's not burned." Like, okay. Cool. And by now I had been waiting like 10 minutes for waiting for someone to come and waiting for him to prepare this shittily prepared meal. So finally, I go, seriously,
Right.
it's fine if they're stuck together. And he puts it down, grabs two separate pieces and puts it on there. And he goes, here you go. Like, what the fuck did I have to wait for that for?
How long did he shake the
So-
bacon?
A good, like,
5 minutes?
like 30 seconds. Like, longer than he needed to. A good, like, 10
30
minutes.
seconds.
He's a 30-second chump when it comes to shaking
Yeah.
the
30
bacon.
seconds is obscene for
Yeah.
someone to sit and shake 2 pieces of bacon apart.
It was really bizarre. And he was just so angry. And I'm like, look, and also the food sucked. But I guess I got that impression when he told me, thank God it's not burned. And he needed 15 minutes to break up the ice flow of eggs that were in there that theoretically had been made an hour ago.
He makes the bacon, right? He's telling you be thankful it's not burned. Like I constantly burn the bacon.
You would think. I don't know where else. It was already made when I got there, but someone had to make it at some point. It wasn't like I don't know, bacon or whatever they call it, pre-made bacon.
Be thankful I didn't fuck this up like I normally do.
No shit. He was just so angry. I'm like, so I ate, and so I took my time. I was just kind of hanging. I had nowhere to be, and I was leaving, and he was like standing at the burger grill, and I'm like, oh man, that's gonna fucking take 6 years, like, making burgers to order with this guy, just staring at everyone. I might burn it, just smashing up the lettuce.
And then he's like, you had only seen half of his face. He was standing profile, and he says, thank God, you should just be thankful you're not burned. And then he turned his face, and his whole side of his face was burned off.
I forgot to mention, and his nameplate said Harvey Dent on it. Oh, it was very strange.
I think when I was a kid and I put in that Justin Bieber code and saw Samus in her skin suit, that's when I learned how to shake the bacon. If you know what I mean.
Yep. Did you shake it for 30 seconds or longer?
I think probably the first time I shook the bacon, it was a good second and a half, 2 seconds.
Shook the bacon.
Oh, Justin Bieber and Samus go together as a great combo, and today we are trying combos. So let's get to the combos. Do you guys do combos have any place in your snacking repertoire?
No, not remotely.
I've had them.
I honestly can't think of the last time I've had a combo.
And these were just kind of a last-second purchase, right, Chad, to fill up the box of snacks?
Yeah, right. I was mailing you out a box of a couple snacks, and I grabbed the priority mail box from the post office, and it was only like half full. And I'm like, it's such a waste of money to like send this half full box. So I went over to Walgreens next door and was like, all right, what is like the biggest snack that I can find? And I just grabbed these combos and threw them in. So that's the behind the scenes process of how we decide what
Lot of
snacks
thought.
to eat. Just randomly grabbing shit off shelves to fill the box.
Didn't you say one time you just walked on a grocery store aisle with your hand out and just swept everything into your cart and then just sorted it out later?
Well, originally the podcast was only just going to be me and Novak, but then we realized we needed a third person because I couldn't get the snacks to unstick no matter how much I shook. So.
And then Novak's like, dude, I'm not picky. Just ask Geiger. It's fine.
Which is the original combos? The
Would
pretzel
guess the
or
cracker,
the cracker?
right?
Which was the first made?
Yeah.
I would guess the cracker. Because I feel like cracker is more basic version of a snack than pretzel. Like pretzel is like an upgrade, I feel like. Not that I don't know which of these I'm going to like better. I expect to like the pretzel better just based on the fact that pretzels are better than crackers. But I feel like pretzel is an upgrade. Is that crazy?
I'm with you.
Yeah, it seems like it would be better. I don't know. It seems cracker and cheese just seems like kind of, like you said, a little too basic, like to even be called. I know it's a combination, but it's just such a well-known pair.
I mean, isn't that your friend Handy Snacks is just cracker and cheese?
Exactly. It's not like called the handy combo.
What combo would you guys say you've had the most in your life? I've probably had the cracker and pizza flavor, I think, more because I would sometimes get that on break at work when I worked at a grocery store.
I've definitely had no combo the most in my life because I can barely tell you. If I've had combos, I don't even know which one I've had before.
I think the combo I've most had in my life is horse and half pipe.
Is cheat code and shake and bacon.
You've had the shaken and bacon combo a couple times.
So let's try them both. I'm gonna go for this cracker one first, since we think
Yeah.
it might be the original. They look like dog treats. Like they really remind me of like a
They
dog.
do. The cheese is like stiffer than I would think. Like it almost tastes and has like a consistency, not quite the same as like a Merck's cheese. It's not like a.
I feel like there's not as much cheese inside of it as I sort of expected. No?
Yeah.
Like it seems like it's 75% cracker.
The cracker adds nothing either. It's not salty. It's just kind of holding the cheese.
Which is stiffer?
Yes.
The cheese. Yeah, the cheese. That's your first choice. The second is you after you applied the cheat code in Metroid.
The cheese.
It's pretty stiff cheese, I'll be honest here.
Yeah.
So, okay. Have you guys tried them both already?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying the pretzel now.
Okay.
It's definitely saltier because of the pretzel. Probably the same cheese ratio.
I feel like you're really putting them back. Every time I look up, you're both pounding them.
I haven't eaten dinner.
They're pretty good.
I feel like I'm having to work to get any cheese flavor though. Like I almost have to like bite
Yeah.
it and separate it in my mouth so I can get at the cheese. Like if you just chew it up, you just taste the pretzel or cracker.
This is going to be really tough.
The cheese is underserved.
Yeah.
So while you guys eat, I'll go over our rating scale here. So, if this was year one of You Tried Dat, we'd probably do some basic ass rating scale like com whoa or com no or some dumb shit like that. But got to up our game here in year two. So we're doing a cheese-based scale. So this is cheese-based. So 3.3 point scale starting at the top. D's cheese, please. Second rating. These cheese, teas. And then at the bottom, sleaze cheese, G's.
What in the
So
fuck?
that's your rating, and you have to remember it.
Who the fuck wrote these? Dr. Seuss?
You have to remember all of those.
Okay.
Yep. Not happening.
Bite a cross section of it.
This is impossible for me.
Bite a cross section. You can see how skimpy the cheese is.
Yeah. I remember the pizza one having more of a pizza flavor. I'm going to put both. I'm going to stack them, Chad, for you. This is a combo.
Do it.
I don't know how to judge these.
Did it taste good?
All right.
So if you bite them in half, long-wise, like corn on the cob style, then you get a little bit more of the cheese flavor.
Hey, everyone at home, if you pick up a combo and carefully bite off half long style and then tongue it, you can get a hint of cheese.
All right. Since I can't remember the ratings, Gaggy, you're going to go first. Tell us what you think of each of these. Tell me if you can discern some kind of difference. And tell us why you like or dislike them.
I mean, the only difference is obviously the holder. I just found with no cheese in it. That's bullshit. Fucking not a combo. It's just pretzel ring.
And you ate it anyway.
It's like watching just a regular horse run around during the X Games.
It's a horse on a full pipe.
Yeah.
I mean, the pretzel is different. You can taste the pretzel has more flavor because of the salt, like Chad said. I can barely discern any cheese in there. There's really not that much in there. I like the cheese is fine. When I do taste the cheese, I like the taste of it. I just wish there was more cheese in it on both of these. Okay. I mean, they're essentially equivalent. I like the pretzel better because it's got flavor, but I will give them both a rating of cheesy breeze. I don't know fucking the name.
I don't even know the first word to say for any of these ratings.
Well, sleaze cheese is the last one, right? Sleazy.
The top is D's cheese, please. The middle is these cheese teas. and the bottom is sleaze cheese, comma, G's.
Comma. Don't forget the punctuation. So wait, the middle one is these cheese, please?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I know this is too convoluted. You had to check your phone when I just asked.
Tea.
You had to look at your phone because you can't remember it. I guess I will give...
Year 2, you tried that, baby.
I reluctantly give these cheese, please, both of them. And if I had to pick one to be over the other, it'd be pretzel. But they both are fine. I don't hate them or anything. They're fine, but they're just not that great.
Okay. All right, Chad, what do you think?
I think these are both a little disappointing. I would like a lot more cheese flavor from them. I can't really recommend either of these as snacks. They're not particularly bad, but they're not really great. The pretzel is for sure better because since you're barely getting any cheese, I mean, I guess even if you did taste the cheese, the only difference is the container, and the pretzel is just a better container than the cracker. It tastes slightly less stale, a little bit better flavor, but I'm not really going to write home about either of these. So I'm actually going to differentiate them a little bit because I do think the pretzel is better than the cracker by a notch. I'm going to give the pretzel these cheese teas, and I'm going to give the cracker, I'm just going to slide it just down into a sleaze cheese G's.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You guys were right on. The pretzel is slightly better because it has flavor, but it's still worse than a regular pretzel. I'd rather eat just a bag of pretzels, and I'd rather just eat a bag of crackers or something. I wouldn't choose these in any way. They're not good. If we were using another scale, they wouldn't be in difference. They'd be lower than that because they're just worse versions of standard things. So I'm going with pretzel, and I'm giving them both a sleaze cheese G's. If I said that correctly. But the pretzel will get the nod from all three of us. And I'm not sure I would have predicted that because cheese and crackers is usually a pretty good combo. Not that pretzel and cheese isn't, but pretzel and cheese combos wins this particular round. So that's the one you should buy. Everybody knows.
Now, both of you, real quickly. Cheese and cracker
Nice.
combo or handy snacks? The cheese and crackers.
Combo, for sure.
Yeah, me too. But Novak is the one I'm curious about.
I don't know. That's probably a draw for me. They're both bad.
Ugh.
I mean, this cheese is not as bad as that handy snacks cheese. Like, if you can isolate it.
If you can isolate.
If you can. Sounds like we're like hunting deer. If you could isolate the cheese in the corner of the woods, and you can give it a bee's knees.
If you can take out your scalpel and surgically remove the tiny slice of cheese,
Like scientists in a lab.
put it on the grill, and then mash it around with your spatula.
If you're John Wick, you can surgically dissect these foods.
And did you guys know, just before we wrap it up, that did you guys play NBA Jam? Did you used to play NBA Jam?
Yes.
Yeah.
A great game, right?
Of course.
And you remember, you ever know there was codes that you can put in to like get Bill Clinton and stuff like that? Did you ever do those?
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
right.
had lots of unlockable characters. Yeah.
But if you put in J space B as one, like a Justin Bieber, then you could play as as Shaq naked. I don't know if you guys knew that.
I never knew that. Oh. But I guess that does explain why most of the copies of NBA Jam that I would rent from Blockbuster were always like super sticky for some reason.
I heard
if you're gonna beat off to a game, you should come all over the cartridge.
I'm gonna turn it without cleaning it.
I mean, I figured that goes without saying.
Encased in dried jizz. Is it true that if you entered...
I know, because I know whenever there was like a video or something, I wanted a VHS tape with like a porno or something, I would remove the VHS tape from the from the player and then just come on it, just outside of it.
No. Let me give you a little life hack. Just take the top of the VCR off, and then you can spooge all over it while the video's still playing. Boom, hacked.
Well, for me, it was like the movie itself didn't turn me on. It was the actual video cassette player that was the real turn on. So, like the actual video cassette, I'm like, man, it's so rectangular, and then I would just go.
All right, one last question before we go. What is your? This is an actual food question because some people don't want to hear us talk about coming on video games. So, what is your favorite food combination? I think there was this one guy who said it's too much. So, what's your favorite actual food combination? Would you say, Chad? I think I know.
Peanut butter and chocolate.
That's accurate. Tell me if you do this actually, because I did this the other day. Tell me if you're. I got a Hershey bar. I bought just a king size Hershey bar, and then brought it home and like spread peanut butter on top of it from the jar. Have you ever done that?
Are you serious?
I was just at I didn't do it with a Hershey bar, but I was just at Trader Joe's the other week, and I bought this 4-pack of these like chocolate whoopie pies, and so it was 2 chocolate cookies and then vanilla cream in the middle. And I ate one, and then afterwards I was like, this is pretty good, but it would be so much better if this cream was peanut butter cream. So the next one I took out and spread a bunch of peanut butter on top of it and ate it, and it was like twice as good.
Geiger, you're a savory guy. Is there something some combination?
I'm a savory guy. If I had to go sweet, I would say mint and chocolate's a big one for me. If I had to go savory, chips and salsa is hard to beat. Chips and salsa or chips and queso. That's really, I love that stuff. I like, as I get older, I like increasingly more spicy salsa. My wife buys like fruit salsa, like peach or mango, and I can't stand that stuff. I want a really spicy salsa to put on my chip.
Yeah. I have to give a shout out to the one that we ate from when we were when we were kids, is the peanut butter and jelly.
A
combo that never gets old.
Yeah.
And one last combo that I love is the famous combo duck and dental floss. Love that one.
It's helpful because you enjoy the duck, and then right away you get to floss your teeth.
This comes out after the M&M tournament, right?
It might not. No, I don't think it does.
Oops. Spoiler alert. Look forward to duck and dental floss.
Stay tuned for that joke.
But this will come out before the X Games or after that? It's like, so can we spoil the X Games for that?
This is coming out just days before the X Games.
So Cody Funkenheimer wins the easy bike race. Checks off the slow modal.
I think Paul won all the other.
Everything else was won by Paul.
Every event was won by Paul. He just has one name.
Paul. Justin Bieber won the Anne Frank Memorial Pissing Contest.
Right. I think his name's I think it's RuPaul actually.
It was RuPaul? Oh, she just won the drag race, right?
The super easy drag race. So.
The super easy. All you gotta do is get fake tits and wear a dress.
She's just walking alongside her car all the way down to the finish line. Parachute shoots out anyways.
All right, guys. Where should they contact?
Well, as always, you can visit us on the xgames.com website. We have a giant sponsorship right up there. It says You Tried Dat right up front. And then let us know what your favorite X Games sport is: motocross, horse halfpipe, whatever it is. Guy in trench coat, skateboarding, or we talked about last time. I can't remember. Or if you have an actual commentary on the podcast itself, want to tell us your favorite combo of food, and obviously the usual stuff we talk about, make food recommendations and things like that, you can get in touch with us at youtrieddat@gmail.com. We are on Facebook, You Tried Dat group, hashtag You Tried Dat on Twitter. We're on SoundCloud, Stitcher, YouTube, Instagram, all of your favorite social media sites. So thanks for listening.
All right. That'll do it. And we will be back next time when we'll be trying out 3 brand new.
Deuces.
Yep.